Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Seth. I'm going to be doing a speed paint of a friend of mine's D&D character. This is from a 3.5 edition campaign. The character's name is Walkul. He is a paladin to the god Heironious. All of the paints that I'm going to be using today for things like the skin, the hair, the cloak, etc. are all going to be done with contrast paints from Citadel. And then the metallic parts, I will be using Vallejo metallics to do those. Enjoy. And that is going to be the end of using the contrast paints on the model. Now I'm going to make sure that I varnish the model to seal in and protect the contrast prior to moving on to metallic paints. I use about 2 or 3 drops of the matte varnish, about 1 to 2 drops of the satin varnish, and with my airbrush mix, however many drops of varnish I put in, that's how many drops I put in of the mix. That tends to get it nice and flowy enough that it doesn't gunk up, and then later on when I clean with isopropyl alcohol, it makes sure that my airbrush is pristine and ready for the next application, whether that be more varnish or more paint. So once this is all cleaned up, we're going to move on to doing the metallic paints on the model. Alright, now here I am using a texture paint from the Citadel brand. I'm using one of their little spatula thingies to spread it around. You can use any kind of plastic spatula-ish shaped thing to accomplish pushing it around. You can also use a brush. I would definitely suggest if you use a brush though, make sure it's an old one that you don't care about, because if you put your brush into this stuff, it's probably ruined. Now I'm pulling the model off, and as you can see, I use museum wax to hold my models to my base. It's pretty simple. Just scrape it off with something, use a paper towel, take the excess that you scraped off and put it back, because it's still usable no matter how much paint you get on it. Alright, now, I don't want to get hasty about them pastries, but for the love of God, please rim your bases in black. It looks clean, it looks neat, it makes everything else on the model pop. Long story short, friends don't let friends base rim in anything but black. You're welcome. Alright, and we are all done. This is the finished product of Walkul, Heironious' Paladin. I hope you enjoyed.